Rip. Just rip the thing.
All of the thing.
Oh, this should be a strong thing. Too strong for one channel to contain.
They both have timers. Alright,
It's
so
not really a secret at this point.
Dragondarch already finding a level, opting to leave and try to find a means of attacking first.
Okay. Oh, snap.
These sprite edits are like tripping
They're
me out.
strong. Candygram for Link. Dear God. Dude, that walking animation is amazing. He looks like he's like a penguin waddling across the screen.
He literally looks like Danny DeVito playing Penguin in Batman Returns.
Oh my gosh. Every the yes. It's not really a secret at this point, is it? So. Alright. Uh-oh.
Alright, so Matrick already getting arrows.
Let's see.
See if Dragondarch does the same. And he does.
Going for ice cream, yeah. Okay, so apparently both of them are probably thinking the silver arrows are not going to be found quickly, which...
I'm gonna laugh when it's the first item they find.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like, oh hey, silver arrows, and hey, enjoy that. Dude, that merchant is probably going to be chuckling himself going, suckers!
Matrick grabbing the cheetah ring.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Dragondarch finding it as well. They're mirroring each other at this point.
One thing I do know is they both play a similar route. They have worked tirelessly together to come up with different routes and everything. Oh, you're right.
And now they're diverging a little bit from each other.
Yeah, usually they have the very first portion, the small portion of it, they kind of go together, and then at which point they usually end up like kind of changing what ends up happening. Like, you know, one will go one way, one will have just like a different mindset regarding it. So
yeah, that definitely happens sometimes. Back when I was racing Skybills and randomizers all the time, me and her would like randomly take the same path for the first 30 minutes of the seed.
So what you're telling me is it was basically who was more skilled at that section usually would get a small jump, and then things would change, and that's really where the fun would begin, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
I gotcha. So, let's see.
Matrick already clearing out a dungeon, finding a heart container.
Nice.
Not quite sure what dungeon he's in quite yet. Oh, it is 4? Okay. And I don't know what those things on Dragondarch's screen are supposed to be. They look like flickering buttholes.
Flickering buttholes? Oh, man. I was actually... Yeah, they kind of do look like flickering buttholes with eyes almost.
That's the third eye.
Those are some interesting snacks on in Matt's in the dungeon Matrix in 4. Look at those things. They look like they're not snacks. They are asps. These are hardcore. Oh my gosh! Nice job.
They almost look like squirrels. I would just like to take a minute and give you guys the disclaimer. The organizers of the Zelda Randomizer tournament do not support cruelty against squirrels. That is something that is a result of Matrick. Send all hate mail to him at Twitter Matrick_.
And don't worry, he can take it. So make sure that everything is as hateful and inspiringly rude as possible. Because he'll give it right back. I promise. Let's see here.
We might have a ladder, but we do have a ladder block situation, I think. What you guys can't hear on your end is Jam Evil laughing like a moron over the flickering buttholes.
He is, dude. He clearly sees the butthole. I guess.
I almost want to hold my mic to my speaker so they can hear you right now.
Jam sounds like one of the one of the most giggly people. He's like, they are flickering buttholes.
Tee hee hee.
Yeah. Where no link has gone before. What is? Okay. Clearly, that dude. I approve of the turtles and time reference. I do. Hyrule, where no link has gone before.
Alright.
He's trying to make his way through.
You must know that that's not a drop room. That's one thing I am not good at with this game is I don't know what rooms are actually drop rooms.
That's okay. I don't know either.
So yeah, I can guarantee there's probably people in chat right now that are more qualified to commentate this match, but we're good friends with both of these guys, so we gotta be here to ridicule them at all points in the race.
Wait. Are those boomerang throwers like cats with hoods?
They're the one character you can pick in Legacy of the Wizard.
They look like cats with hoods.
That is kind of essentially what they are, I guess.
Wow. That is impressive. Wow, this is quite a strong... Alright, Matt, show them your BAM skills. Show them your BAM skills! He clearly does not have good BAM skills.
I'm curious to see what the Wizrobes are going to look like on this palette shuffle.
Oh, this should be strong. Oh, and Matt finds the compass. That'll definitely give him a leg up on where the Triforce is. I'm sorry, direct all your hate mail for me to Jam Eveler. And it looks like Magic has just found what appears to be the potion shop. So I'm sure once he finds the letter, he's going to be all, hey, lady, I have this item. You need to give me your magical Kool-Aid.
Yes. Maybe this will be one of those weird seeds where the red Kool-Aid's cheaper than the blue Kool-Aid.
That would be interesting. Also, those are giant bumblebees. Dot shame. And the candle, the red candle, is the item on the bridge thingy.
So yeah, I don't see either of them going back to get the red candle unless it's kind of on the way where they're going.
Right, but at this point I don't believe it will be unless they are going to need the raft for any of the levels. Otherwise, that whole area is probably just not going to happen again.
Yeah, I would agree.
Wow, more shame for Dragondarch. Dragondarch.
I'm trying so hard to not bust out laughing hysterically every time I see those things on screen. Oh man, it's so hard though.
You know, it's surprising. I shouldn't say surprising, but if you What in the heck was that? Was that the magical shield? That thing looked like a snake.
I've been wondering what that snake was supposed to be.
Yeah, 139. Here, we've got your giant snake here for 139 rupees. Don't worry, these things won't bite you. But if you notice, there's a big difference in between Matrick and Dragondarch right now. Is Matrick has already found 3 secret rooms. So he's already picked up the candle and 2 heart pieces. Meaning, if he finds the white sword, and it's a 5 white sword, he's going to have I would say a slight advantage, considering the fact he also has the red ring.
Yeah. I mean, if he finds the white sword, he's pretty much on the easy street for the rest of the seed.
Well, that also depends, though. How trolly will the seed be? I mean, we all know that at any point, the 9 or any other seed, especially 9. Oh, and Matt has found the letter that he will now throw to the old woman and say, I demand you show me your Kool-Aid stash. Whoa, and Dragondarch has found something. I have no idea. I can't tell if that's the magical sword or the white sword.
Wand even, maybe.
It says this is heavy. It's not the wand. It looked like... Oh, and Dragondarch has found a level. Let's see here. Gleok returns violate.
If he can... never mind. I'm not even going to try to guess what this is, because I just look like an idiot when I'm wrong.
Ooh. Apparently, this is heavy is reminiscent of a magical sword. So, apparently, I'm not sure, because it is close to where Dragondarch or level 3 is, I wonder if Dragondarch is going to try for the magical sword at some point. He may, he may not, who knows. But the nice thing is that because Matrick grabbed an early candle, he has been doing a lot of clearing. Let's see now. Those are some... Wow. Matrick continues to find all the things. And Dragondarch has found another level.
Yeah, Dragondarch definitely has the advantage as far as levels found are concerned.
Very much, very much. And I'm not sure what he's trying there, but... Oh, I wonder if he's going to unlock the, No, he is not going back, so I am not sure why he decided to stop. I wonder... Whoa! Look at that is a strong level. Matrick has found something that appears to be blood red. Dragondarch just picked up something, and I did not notice what.
I unfortunately did not catch it either.
He had a choice between the bow and arrow, and I want to say the candle on the something, so... Dragondarch's over in the, I believe it's the bottom left corner, and more shame! More shame for Dragondarch.
All of the shame. Dragondarch heading into the Lost Woods. Heading out of the Lost Woods. Probably going to finish burning all the bushes in this lower left quadrant of the map and then move his way up towards the graveyard, if I had to guess.
That's a very, very good guess. Oh, and he has found another heart piece. So it looks like Dragondarch and Matrick are both tied up on hearts 5 apiece. However, I would concur with what you said earlier that while Matrick does have the red ring, however, I believe Dragondarch found the red ring as well.
Yes.
At this point, Dragondarch has found more levels, so therefore I have a feeling that he, as you have said, has a very distinct advantage. Knowing what to, where to go and what have you. Matrick's still kind of searching for stuff, so he's going to be at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah, and Matrick really doesn't have an item advantage either, so he's definitely playing a bit of catch up at this point.
Well, Dragondarch also has bombs at this point. Matrick is still bamless to a degree. And wow, that entrance was being guarded strongly. And we have what appears to be the candle and the wooden sword. So that's what it is. And Dragondarch has found the wooden sword. So that right there gives him a very big advantage. Matrick is still searching for something more offensive than a candle.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to use all of your bombs killing enemies in dungeons, and also you can't really use your blue candle in a time-efficient manner because you can only use it once per screen.
Right. And that is a snack! That is clearly... Okay, so he grabs the meat. Matrick definitely going, I want meat over snack. And Dragondarch has found level 9. Oh boy. What is that? 5 levels Dragondarch has found now, and Matrick has found only a couple?
Yeah.
Another level.
Dragondarch's in a position now. Oh my god.
Wow.
Literally one screen over.
So
Dragondarch is in a position now to where he can actually go and start exploring the dungeons he's found and try to get some items together to push that advantage he has a little bit harder. And it looks like he's going to opt to do exactly that. He's going back into that dungeon, see what he can find in here.
Dragondarch has the compass. He's already quite pleased with himself, I'm sure, because he knows exactly where the Triforce is. Also, I'm trying to think. This looks like... Oh, a Patra! Wow.
He does have the red ring, so it's not quite as scary, but killing a Patra with the wood sword is never a fun time.
No, definitely, because it takes, 4 hits per little circle thing to kill one?
Funny, the Stalfos there that Dragondarch just killed, actually, even though they're from Legacy of the Wizard, they almost look like Link's Awakening. Awakening Stalfos.
Dragondarch has found the wand, so that's the equivalent of the white sword in power, I believe.
And if he uses if he uses the sword at the same time as the wand, he can boost his damage even further.
Wow, Dragondarch has a massive advantage. Matrick is still searching. Yeah, he quickly just goes, screw this, we're going straight with the pain. And Dragondarch, okay, so he knows where the Triforce is.
Looks like he's in 5.
That's surprising. I'm not sure. Oh, he needs the raft, or he needs the ladder.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, he was ladder blocking that.
Ladder blocked, yep. Wow, that is some expensive meat. 112 rupees. Holy cow.
But yeah, back to the sword thing. I'm not sure how it works out with the wand and the wooden sword, but I know using the wand and the white sword at the same time is the equivalent of the magical sword in power.
Very much. Very much. And Matrick is looking for, I'm sure at this point, anything to try and give him a chance here, because at this point Dragondarch is just screaming ahead. He's found more levels. He now has the wand. He's got a ton of offensive firepower, and Matrick is he's kind of limited in what he can do. He still only has the blue candle. You know, he hasn't found anywhere near the amount of levels that Dragondarch has, and it just, I don't know. He seems like something's just off tonight with him.
Yeah, he really needs to find the sword soon. I think that's his biggest limitation right now, is that he needs to find the sword.
And another level found by Dragondarch. He is, wow, he has found the level so far. And he's also found a BAM upgrade, which gives him to 12 BAMs. I believe that's a 4 BAM upgrade.
That is a 4 BAM upgrade.
That's huge. Huge. And he's found the heart, so he now has enough to get the white sword if he so desires. However, there's probably a good chance he's going, forget that, I have the wand.
Dragondarch grabbing another heart container, putting him closer to what he'll need for the magical sword if he chooses to get it later. He definitely has enough to get the white sword if he finds it.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Assuming it's still on the overworld and it's not shuffled in with the dungeon items.
Whew. Dragondarch is just, wow, he is. Those I'm not sure where Matrick is going. It seems like he's gone across the same area like 4 times now.
I think he's been trying to screen scroll past the lake into the Death Mountain side of the map.
Right.
It just hasn't been working out for him. Dragondarch picking up silver arrows.
Wow, that you remember what we said earlier about how funny it would be if they found silver arrows early?
Yep.
I bet Dragondarch's going, well, that was a waste of money.
It was a literal waste of money. I mean, there's people in Hyrule going hungry, begging for meat in dungeons, and he's sitting here just throwing away like 70 rupees on a worthless arrow that he didn't
my God,
even
Matt,
need.
we have a 5. Matt has found a white sword. 5 hearts for the white sword. That actually is that could be the equalizer he needed to really get himself going, because now he has the same power equivalency as Dragondarch. Now, if he could find the levels, I'm sure that would actually give him a chance to catch back up. I mean, we both know that some of these dungeons have been blocked quite early, so now we'll see what ends up happening. And he has found, oh my God, Dragondarch has found another Triforce. I thought he found this. That's right. He technically has found one, but I'm saying he's actually had, well, you know what, I'm shutting up now.
He knows the location of another Triforce in a dungeon.
He also knows it's ladder blocked.
Yes.
And Matrick has apparently found the P Yellow Dungeon once more. Level X! Go back to your tech support, son! Wow, those Dark Nuts. Impressive work.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and Matrick has found a clock! Huge find! That really will save him a ton of time, no pun intended. And he also found, ooh, the compass. That will give Matrick...
I think I'll join in the chat and going, boo! Yeah, with Dragondarch having the silver arrows, he actually has something that is the equivalent of the magical sword. So, while Matrick has the white sword, Dragondarch having the silver arrows still gives him the attacking advantage.
However, oh, they were going to high five, but oh, and they're going to high five. We have a high five incoming. All right, Matrick. Now's your chance. If you want to come back, you better start showing us what it's about. Ooh, wow, those poles, boys. Matrick is in a bad spot. He has very limited maneuverability in that straight. Ooh. And
yeah, you don't want to see Pole's voices in the shoot room.
No, you do not. You do not. Thankfully, having a white sword does give him a chance versus saying, hey, try and kill these with a wood sword. He'll be glad you did. Not really.
Even worse is when you are stuck with blue Wizrobes in the shoot room.
Wow, that shoot room actually was rewarding. It was a heart tank. Can't go wrong with that. Gives him 6. Now he's tied up in heart pieces with Dragondarch. Oh, these Dark Nuts are just like, here, let me just line up for you there. And also, if you notice, Matrick picked up those bombs, and he still has a bomb disadvantage. Dragondarch picked up that 4-bomb upgrade, which is going to give him so much more maneuverability in this dungeon if he has to use a ton. And there's the Triforce. Matrick has gained another Triforce, or his first Triforce. That was his first one. Wow,
Yeah.
23 or almost 24 minutes in just to get his first Triforce.
Yeah, and they're tied up in Triforces now, but I still say Dragondarch has a clear advantage here.
Very much. And apparently we have the map. Dragondarch is showing us what the true identity of this dungeon is. And in there we have the bow! Oh my god! Oh boy! Dragondarch clearly has an advantage right now. What with having silver arrows, 255 rupees, he is clearly going to have a massive advantage.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Matrick at all.
No. Wow, he placed a bomb in a... Wow, I don't even know. I mean, you know, Dragondarch was just, you know, looking around going like, I'll take these silvers, and then walked down and said, oh, hi, a bow, boom! All of a sudden, he has the equivalent of the magical sword. So, we'll see how long it takes Matt to find the bow, though, because that could be a big thing. And again, Matt's just already down to 3 bombs, and Dragondarch has found the Triforce as well. Wow, that's going to be huge, though, because Matrick is still searching for that item in here, you know, and he's down to 1 bomb. Dragondarch, again, that bomb upgrade is just paying dividends, because now he has to farm for bombs, and Dragondarch can just go, nope, sorry, I'm going to keep moving. I'll be fine.
Yeah, and with the amount of dungeons he knows the location of, he's gonna just be expanding that lead of his more and more.
Very much. Oh, however, there's a nice... Oh, he picked up the map, so now he knows. Now he knows. All right, Dragondarch apparently is going to see if he can take down another dungeon. And Matrick is about to find out what Dragondarch already knows. So I'm sure he's sitting there going, thank God the bow is there. I mean, it could have been worse. He could have found, you know, the book. But then again, who likes reading, you know, when you can stab things?
Or Lord Banana's brother, the Superior model.
Superior Banana?
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, kids, blue bananas are better than yellow.
And here again, yeah, wow. I do like those Octo-Rock looking things. They look like squids with helmets. I don't know why. Matrick, I'm going to guess, is going to try and max out on bombs. Apparently that's not a great idea because he keeps getting hit. Oh, and a stopwatch. A useless stopwatch. Maximum butt clench.
Oh, man. Judge me by my size, do you? He's the same size as everything else in the game. 16 by 16.
I'll show you size doesn't matter. Oh, never mind. Another clock. Matrick walks up, clocks the squirrel, kills it, walks down, grabs the clock, and then walks out of the room. Impressive work, Matrick.
See, he doesn't hate animals like Dragondarch did.
Oh, this is true. This is true. Oh, and Dragondarch has found a ladder block to a keep. So now he knows he has to... And wow, those silver arrows just doing work.
Yeah, just cleared that room like it was nothing.
Yeah, that is a huge, huge advantage. He's found... Oh, shame map. Go away. We don't want you. Oh, I believe they are in the same dungeon. So we clearly have
They're literally in the same room.
The magic key. Oh, man. Wow. The magic key is the item. In fact, they both are about to find it. Wow, this seed is literally, like, I don't know how much easier this could get for them. I mean, the bow and silver arrows for Dragondarch. Dragondarch clearly has the upper hand. But the magic key this early, you know, the wand, I mean, it's almost like no trolling is going on here. I mean,
yeah, and with that bomb upgrade, he really doesn't have to worry about bomb shortages too much. So yeah. He's sitting in a really good place right now in this race.
I mean, the biggest thing that I could see, you know, would be, you know, we haven't seen any whiz robes either, which you know, who knows where that's going to come into play. But at this point, this is quite an easy seed. And Dragondarch has found another Triforce.
Dragondarch now has a trio of Triforces. Probably going to go to another dungeon that he knows the location of and try to hunt down his fourth.
Yeah, he is clearly just... He's making good time. I mean, granted, you know, if you don't get much easier than when you can have, like, so many things like gift wrap. Matrick!
Oh, no!
Oh! He kills the last enemy, but ends up seeing the Triforce is on the other. Oh my gosh, he's got to go all the way around. That is more time lost. Wow, I'm pretty sure he's kicking himself going, really? In true Matrick fashion. And he's got to go all the way around. Dragondarch
No shortcuts for Matrick in this dungeon.
Yeah, Dragondarch is just on a roll right now. And Dragondarch has now found the map, or not the map, the old woman's letter that he will take to the other old woman. So I guess eventually we will find out how much the Kool-Aid is. I don't believe we have found out yet how much the magical Kool-Aid is. Oh my God! 48 for the red magical. Wow!
I would just like to say I called that earlier in the seed.
You did. The Kool-Aid on the right is weaker than the Kool-Aid on the left as far as payment. That is huge. 48.
I don't know why, but for some reason I just had that feeling earlier. Like, watch this be one of those weird seeds that have the cheaper red potion than the blue.
Wow. We have had some really interesting stuff happen this seed. Holy cow. I mean, this seed is ridiculously... It's not even... I don't even feel like we're trolling. Mix 7 up yours. And here we have the blood red seed, the Dragondarch back in. Yes.
No, it's not robotic at all.
Yeah, it's robotic. Now it's not.
Right toward if you stop for.
Scav, you are going robo. It's on me. Buzz. You will be mine. I promise. Buzz. Clearly, they do not have the ladder. Buzz.
Error 404. Ladder not found.
Ladder not found.
Dragondarch doing some screen wrapping to save a few screen transitions, heading
Always
towards the northeast corner.
And Matrick has finally found the bloody wood sword with the blue candle. Completely worthless at this point, considering he has both the blue candle and the white sword.
Another dungeon for Dragon. Wait, I think this one he found.
He's been
earlier.
in this one before.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the one where he was. Yep, Gleeok returns by a lake. So we'll see what happens in here very quickly. It should be worth noting.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it should be worth noting that Dragondarch and Matrick do race each other in randomizers quite a bit, so they are both familiar with how the other will play. So while that may not be a huge thing, at the same time, I'm pretty certain that since they both played so much, they kind of know, you know, what can and can't happen in certain areas. If they see, you know, if they're going, okay, this is happening here, this is happening there. I'm fairly certain that they're... Oh, and Magic has finally found the wand. That will help him out immensely. I've got a case of the Mondays. It's terrible. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's Wednesday. Get some! Now you pay ultimate prize, Tech Man! Okay.
This is unfair because they can't hear Jam, so everybody just thinks you're batshit insane right now.
How is that different than any other time I talk?
Fair enough.
So you... I was gonna say... Here we got dots that look like dots, although they look like vibrating... I don't even want to finish that sentence!
They're still a little bit less disturbing than the flickering buttholes.
That's true. The flickering buttholes are the thing.
And the fact that they clench when you grab a clock just makes it even more
disturbing on so many levels. And oh, there it is, another heart piece. Magic's, scouring around. And
the recorder. I was just getting ready to say earlier that's the one thing neither of them found, and I hope neither one of them get Dig Dogger blocked. Not going to be an issue for Dragondarch. Yet again, he has another advantage over Matrick in this seed.
He's firing on all cylinders. Now, granted, this seed is clearly tailoring towards his route, because can you only imagine? I mean, you could sit there and say, well, Dragondarch is playing much better, but in this case,
he's also made some lucky choices.
Exactly, and that's the great equalizer of Randomizer is, it does require skill, and this is something I noticed in some of the other races that I've noticed. The most specific one that I can remember that I personally have seen was the match between Taco and I cannot remember the other person, where Taco just had a huge lead. Everything was firing, and Taco ended up losing because, 9 basically was like, hi, we're going to force you to have the key. And Taco's opponent was like, yeah, I have more than enough keys. And, I mean, that race was quite a race because it just seemed like for the longest time Taco was cruising and then all of a sudden, get some! And it was over.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens sometimes. I mean, that just happened the other day watching Cantaloupe racing putts. Cantaloupe had quite a huge lead going into 9, and 9 just was not friendly to him. And meanwhile, Putz gets to 9 and just happens to go straight to Ganon.
Yeah, I mean that's we say not. I've heard the term 9 is the great equalizer so many times. Yet, while that is somewhat true, I've noticed that 9 is not always the great equalizer that people talk about. It just seems like you could have. What
was... Okay, it's just never mind. It's just a staircase. I was gonna say, Dig Dogger was blocking something there. It was just a staircase. However, that might give him access to a part of the dungeon that he could only get to by killing said Dig Dogger, so...
Which could still technically be Dig Dogger blocked, as far as an item.
Yes, we will find out soon enough. This looks like it could be an item room, but again, I'm not familiar enough with what are and aren't item rooms to be able to say for sure. I'd say by the fact that he's killing everybody, this is going to be an item room.
He's trying to see if it's a... yeah.
Alright, so that was not the item room.
Oh, and we have the strongest door guardian, the Ruby Guardian.
Yes.
Patra has the map or something else. Kill it and find out. It's quite an interesting looking hint there.
I hope Patra has the inferior model, aka Lord Banana.
Yes, Lord Banana would be best. But then again, Patra may like to read. I mean, you never know. Patra may like to read, and you could be blocking, he could be guarding his secret stash of books.
So for Patra to read, does it have to hover like 2 inches off of the book since it only has one eye and therefore no depth perception?
Hold on. There was one other thing I was going to say. It could also be a book, but, I'm pretty sure monsters, are like you know, regular people. They enjoy good reading material. Just saying. I mean,
monsters gotta poop too. They gotta read something while they're doing that.
Dang right.
I mean, those flickering buttholes, they look like they could just explode at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, dude, I bet if one exploded, it would, like, just go boom, and there goes the whole dungeon. Like, Link's like, I'm coming in, and all of a sudden one blows up in the dungeon. Boom, there goes the whole dungeon. Well, sorry, no Triforce for you. Can't get into the dungeon.
Meanwhile, Link comes walking out of the dungeon looking like he just left Woodstock.
Dragondarch, though, is, yeah, I mean, Magic has found 8 hearts, but again, Dragondarch is clearly leading in the Triforce department, which, at this point, I mean, he's already so far ahead. I mean, one more Triforce ahead of Matrick is just, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say his fate is sealed. He has no choice but to quit, but, you know, unless Matrick can, you know, take advantage of some little thing. Oh, wait a minute, Matrick has found a BAM upgrade, and we know that BAMs give +4 to BAMs, so now they are on equal footing with that. So let's see if Matrick can actually utilize this equalizing opportunity for once.
Yeah, and all those bomb upgrades are going to be especially helpful when they get to level 9.
Correct. Very much. Oh, and Dragondarch has found the item, the heart. So that clearly is a nice thing. Matrick also has found another heart, so he once more takes the lead on hearts. Legalize Game Genie. All your base are... Legalize Game Genie. In the very next room is cats. And Matrick has found another Triforce. Oh, Dragondarch as well will find another Triforce, which is... I mean, yeah, that's never a bad thing. That keys, holy cow! Dragondarch having to waste 4 silver arrows on that keys. That keys is like, go away! I'm trying to fly here.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy race so far. Curious where Dragondarch is going now, because I'm pretty sure he explored the whole northeast. Plus up north where level 5 is. Unless he's gonna... No, he's heading back this way again.
Don't question that.
He's going back into this dungeon hidden behind the waterfall. Oh, he's gonna take out Digdogger now, which he couldn't do up until this point. I know he's already been in this dungeon, but he must have
he
thought
waited.
he was Digdogger blocked. No, it just drops more bombs.
Still, though, you can never go wrong with more BAMs.
Oh, never.
Zelda is your... I'd be more impressed if as soon as that opened up, if that guy in the middle just, like, disappeared. So it almost had that whole effect of, like...
Yeah, Fred needs to get on implementing that.
I think that would be awesome if Fred did that. You know, if you're going to have Zelda is your... Just have the NPC die so it gives it that effect. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy there,
Whoa.
Techman. Techman, dude. Techman
Our tech man
is
is too lewd for this stream.
wow. I am so glad that it basically says in the guidelines of commentary, do not swear. And what does Techman do? He does more than just swear.
Hold on, what did you say again, Jam?
Yeah, what did you say?
Ah, damn it, right when I hold the mic up to the speakers.
You are a sad sack of lying turd face, poop monger.
Alright, in other news, Saver just entered 9.
So here we have an old man punching things repeatedly.
Very angry old man.
Yeah, he does seem to have issues. And
I
Dragondarch
almost
is
feel like I'm watching Mick Foley walk around dungeons and just slam
bang,
people.
bang! So every time he shoots like a sword, you just hear bang, bang!
The power bracelet should be Mr. Sacco.
Come here, Dodongo. Time to give you Mr. Sacco. It's like it, dude. That's basically what it is. He puts on the frickin' power bracelet, shoves it into Dodongo's mouth. The Dodongo is like freaking out, and then he just like shoves a bomb into Dodongo's mouth and walks off. That's like how it works. That'd be the best.
I'm sorry, guys. We know what we're talking about with Zelda, but we're not as well versed as a lot of the regular commentators. So we're trying to make up for that by either making you guys laugh through genuine humor or through our stupidity, or a little bit of both. Either one is acceptable in my eyes.
You have general humor. I'm just stupid.
So it's a little bit of both.
The other thing is that we both know the two players quite well, so it kind of gives us an ability to kind of mix and mingle with like what we actually know about them, which really helps because like Zelda is an amazing game. You cannot go wrong with it. But you know, you can only do so much in a randomizer. I actually do. Well, I'm not. I was gonna say something, but I told you your ears would bleed by the time this was over with. Ooh.
I have a comment for that, but I don't think I can say it on stream.
We've already talked about flickering buttholes.
Oh man. Oh.
Our tech guy is dying out here. He's basically saying he's bleeding out, and well, the commentators just they don't care. They're like, dude, Zelda randomizer going on. Go bleed somewhere else, tech guy.
Dragondarch finding another Triforce. Oh my god.
Which one did he find?
The one in the waterfall dungeon. I think it was something between 1 and 8.
Something, but
No less than 0, no more than 8.
But wait, I didn't know there was like a 6.31 Triforce. How, what? You must make sure that you say between 1 and 8 using whole numbers, because that might be a problem.
Well, you got to round up or down. I mean, that's just.
But that's why I said whole
knowledge.
numbers. I mean, if you don't use whole numbers, then you may have like Triforce, you know, is equal to X, where X could equal 1 to 8, which we're getting into crazy algebra. It's like there's 8 pieces of the Triforce. Why is there algebra involved? Don't question that. You know?
Uh-huh. I think you're overthinking it there, buddy.
What did I just say 5 seconds ago?
I'm
stupid.
Some words.
Get over it.
An assortment of words. Yeah, we have a white axe for Dragondarch now, which is the
white sword, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be the white sword, but
I like
McFoley
swords.
don't use no swords.
McFoley don't use no swords. Who are you gonna call? Axe Busters. And Matrick again has a decisive heart lead. However, oh, we have whiz robes. We have a whiz robe sighting.
What do they look like?
They
look like regular whiz robes wearing a Kung Lao hat.
Mortal Kombat!
Why are they not throwing their razor-edged hats at Link right now? Or McFoley, I should say. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it's why I didn't. Oh my God, dude, he is clearly McFoley. Like, and okay, if that's the case, why doesn't McFoley run up instead of using the axe and just double arm DDT them? Like, he just like walks over to an old dude. A double arm DDT would kill a wizard. A wizard is not built to withstand a double arm DDT.
When do we get to see Ganon get power bombed onto a bed of thumbtacks?
Yes! No. Through the Hell in the Cell cage. Down onto the thumbtacks. I mean, announcer's table is just so overdone. You know?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, ETEP. Yeah, exactly. That was...
Instead of like Link walking in and holding up the Triforce with Dragondarch with the old man, all you see is like you see him walk in and all of a sudden the screen goes dark and you just see fog start rolling in, lightning, and then Ganon appears. Yeah, exactly. Dragondarch loses the race because of the freaking under Ganon's team is so strong. It just costs like so much time. He's just like, hold on, need to make sandwich, be right back.
Yeah, when is the sprite edit to turn the meat into a nice sandwich? Everybody likes a nice sandwich. Especially Grumble Gorillas in seedy dungeons in Hyrule.
It's true, it's true.
And Mick Foley just found Mr. Sacco.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be, oh man, Mr. Sacco. He's like, I found him. Runs away. Uh-oh. Yeah, Dragondarch is clearly just surging ahead at this point. His knowledge of knowing where so many of the dungeons were early clearly has helped his cause. I mean, he's only ahead by one Triforce at the moment.
Make that two.
Now make that two, but the fact that he knows where so much of it is, it's all about knowing where things are. If you know where things are and your opponent doesn't, even if they have like a one or maybe even a two Triforce lead, but they don't know where the rest of the dungeons are, that clearly gives the person with the knowledge a massive advantage.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes in this game, information is more valuable than items.
Indeed, indeed. Also, why? I'm curious. Why can't Fred change the whirl, the tornado, when you use the recorder? Why can't he change that sprite? I think it'd be kind of cool to see, like, I don't know, for some reason my first thought was Hurricane Helms. Maybe he, like, comes down and, like, whisks you away or some weird thing. Who knows?
Or make it so it looks like the Castlevania 2 tornado, and it will only work if you stand in front of a spectacle rock for 20 seconds with the red ring.
Yes! Yes! Yep.
Yeah, so the final dungeon for Dragondarch here did have a recorder requirement.
And And the ladder has been found.
Yes, sir. We have a ladder.
Dragondarch has pretty much, I want to say, I don't want to jinx it. I don't think... Dragondarch has clearly all but clinched this race, tighter than the flickering buttholes on stop time. Our tech guy clearly has a fetish with flickering buttholes. I don't know why, but... I don't want to say 9. I mean, 9 can still be the great equalizer. However, with the way this seed has gone thus far...
You know what? With the way this seed's been so easy, 9 is going to be hell. I'm calling it now.
I hope so. I want to see a true pain going on.
Yeah, I think we're going to see plenty of that in level 9. I mean,
9? Yeah.
We have to. Here goes Dragondarch axing some more innocent squirrels. Somebody call PETA right now.
People eating tasty animals? I can do that! You know what? I'll be back in a minute. I need to go drown my sorrows in a beer.
Oh, man. So I think I'm solo on commentary now because, you know, alcoholic co-commentators, Kappa. Yeah, apparently, Aquamenus awaits with the Silver Arrow. That's something that, Dragondarch already knows, but I do not think Matrick quite knows yet. Well, he does now since he found that hint. Dragondarch finding the book. Also deciding that Mick Foley's taken too many head injuries. He probably can't read it anyways. He'll just be seeing double, and he's going to just pass it on. Yeah. Clearing out some Vires here. Gets a key, which is useless because he has the any key. Now we have some more Link's Awakening Stalfos.
Link's Awakening Stalfos.
Tell me those don't look like the Stalfos in Link's Awakening.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. And here we have more Lord Banana Cats.
So apparently we're in Gotham now, fighting Catwoman.
All it's missing is the Joker and maybe the Riddler. Okay, I just said the Riddler, and that's bad because the first thing I thought of was Batman Forever, and that just no. Yeah, no. No.
Jim Carrey did play an excellent Riddler. Too bad every other casting choice was questionable.
Yeah. And the raft! The raft! We have a raft! We could go whitewater rafting now! Down the waterfall! Oh my gosh. And if you remember back, I mean, at this point, they're both kind of on equal footing as far as, like, what they have. But again, Matrick, you know, kind of getting unlucky with level location, not, you know, being so offensively challenged for so long has really, you know, has really limited what he could do. I mean, I mean, if I look at it, thus far they've played about equal. You know, overall, I can't say one's played better than the other, but, you know, and again,
Dragondarch with number 7.
Wow, he is just, the man is on fire. The man is on fire, Jim. I mean, Bob.
Hopefully it's not from getting too close to those flickering buttholes.
Dude,
whoa.
You never want to get too close to a flickering butthole. That's like getting too close to a cow right before you get nailed by it. Yeah.
Words of wisdom from Metasigma, guys.
No. We're talking when, well, I know someone I know a few people that have been, well, smoked by, never mind.
I feel like it would have been appropriate to start playing the Jeopardy theme there. Alright, so Dragondarch just has one more level.
Yeah, and he knows where it's at, too.
Right now.
Yep. But
And this he was ladder blocked on. He knows where the Triforce already is. It is not far from the start. He just needed a ladder to get to it.
Yep. And there we go. Holy cow. Matrick is... Wow.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Matt at all.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling Matrick is about to just, you know... Let me think. We need a good wrestling analogy here.
Yeah, I'm not a huge wrestling person. I just remember a couple Mick Foley things from when I was younger. That's why I was able to joke about Mick Foley.
Well, that's fair. Mick Foley is always going to be a legend.
Yeah, he was about the only wrestler I could ever say I was like a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, that dude, every time he was on screen, was just getting bloodied to hell. And it wasn't like that fake, oh, I cut my forehead with the razor blade blood. It was that, holy crap, I just got launched onto a bed of spiked nails. Please help me.
Oh, I lost part of my ear. Oh, well. Can I
hey, 3 of my teeth are through my upper lip, and I can't even see straight.
Cool, let me go get a beer.
Yeah.
He's just like, whatever.
That guy. Alright, so making our way through 9. With the silver arrows, we do not have to look for any items in 9. We just have to find Ganon and power bomb him onto the thumbtacks and find Zelda.
Alright, I'm gonna see. Let's hear if Ganon's close. Oh, I hear Ganon screaming. Ganon is close. Ganon is close.
Uh-oh.
Ganon!
Hopefully the EMTs are on hand.
Ooh, wow. There was a... Ooh. He's got the stun lock. Oh, 3 hits.
He needs 8 hits total because he only has a white sword. He's halfway there with 4.
Took another hit, though. This could prove probably... 5.
5.
Oh.
6.
6.
Just don't get hugged. 7.
7. Oh, I think he has it.
Yep,
and we
he's
have an
got
8.
him.
And Mick Foley has defeated Ganon Taker.
That was a real slobber knocker of a fight.
So let's see how far away Zelda is.
And before 2 rooms over.
Yeah. You said 9 was going to be pretty bad thus far. Ganon was close. Dragondarch found him very quickly. I don't think Ganon Taker was expecting Mick Foley to come busting out that fast.
No, I mean, he didn't even have his intro music playing.
No,
he just busted in and just started slamming people around.
Yeah, I mean...
At least this time it's Ganon and not innocent squirrels.
And Magic has now found the ladder. However, he is so far behind. At this point, it's literally how long will it take Dragondarch to find Zelda?
Yeah. I mean, he just got a bomb drop, so he's not going to have to leave to go buy bombs.
Yeah,
anytime soon.
He's quite good.
I really don't see too much derailing the Dragondarch train right now.
Yeah,
finding
and there
the
we have
boomerang.
Lord Banana! Lord Banana! Dragondarch takes a second to go, where have I not been yet? I mean,
According
Dragondarch,
to his tracker, he hasn't really checked too much of 9 yet.
like I said, he found Ganon very quickly, which was huge, because now it's just a matter of...
Dragondarch ladder clipping across the water there.
I mean, Dragondarch does have low life, however, I have a feeling he's going to drink the magic Kool-Aid. No, he chooses not to. I thought he might... Uh-oh! He may get... Oh! Mick Foley losing a lot of... Yep, he has drank the magic Kool-Aid. He's still not exactly sure. He's probably sitting there going,
I think some of those staircases he passed up are going to be the ticket.
I agree.
And it looks like that's where he's going towards now, is maybe back towards one of them staircases.
He's probably thinking, you know what? At this point, I've already killed Ganon. He doesn't know how big of a lead he has on Matrick, but at this point, I'm fairly certain he's just going to be as aggressive as he can. Because really, with no more threat of Hyrule Driver or anything of that matter, he's good. It is odd. He's quite hesitant about what's going on. I mean, he's not very... He's just kind of taking his time.
Yeah, he's definitely not playing as aggressively as he was earlier in the seed.
Oh, but he has found more bombs, so that'll definitely help him out. Okay. He is not... Here we have one of the Met doors, so that clearly is not where Zelda is.
Yes, we're looking for a shutter door that opens without killing all of the enemies first. Once we find that, we know we have found Zelda.
Oof.
Yeah, Dragondarch having to fend off some Wizrobes and likes.
Yeah, clearly there's quite a few rooms he still needs to... Been in quite a few rooms already. Zelda is being quite trolly to find. Ganon was not that hard, but Zelda is... She's hiding herself quite well. Dragondarch down to 2 bombs. Makes you wonder how, what if bombs are the key? Could be a huge thing, you know, bombing open a doorway to get to a secret staircase or something like that. I mean...
Indeed. He's going to be hoping to get a bomb drop from some of these orange Wizrobes.
Yes.
If the game isn't, you know, being greedy today. There's some bombs.
Yep, and Dragondarch is okay.
He's going to clear this room and see if there's a staircase. And there is.
There is indeed a staircase.
He's going to do the double clip. Oh, and gets trolled by the bubble. Yeah, he's just going to not do the double clip and walk around.
And will this be the magical staircase that gets him to Zelda? He's probably thinking to himself, okay, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here.
I have a feeling Zelda's in that southwest corner.
More than likely.
Let's call it a hunch. But yeah, I'm really thinking southwest corner, and it's going to be a staircase
Patra?
to get there.
Oof.
Patra giving him the business and eating up some of his precious bombs. He's gonna opt to just take out this Patra, and he's getting really dangerously low on health. Finds the compass. We know where Zelda is.
There we go. Now he knows. Oh, northeast corner. So I'm pretty sure he knows at this point he needs a secret staircase. Oh, look at that, a secret staircase full of blue Wizrobes. Oh, boy. Ooh.
He's going to use his final charge in that potion, so he's got to hope he can make it to Zelda before he tanks another life bar worth of damage.
Yeah, he is. Wow, those blue Wizrobes are playing staunch defense.
Yeah.
They know what's coming. They're like, oh, yeah, he's trying to get in there. Oh, there. Oh! And boom! Blue Wizrobe just takes him out of space. Wow, the defense of these blue Wizrobes.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow! Oh, and he finally clears it. Dude, blue Wizrobes were not having any of it. That looked like freaking Von Miller taking out Tom Brady repeatedly.
I was going to use the reference. They were blocking him like LeBron on Andre Iguodala.
Ha!
Just coming out of nowhere. Nope.
Yeah,
not in my house, bruh.
Yeah, no, sorry. Bad reference. Oh! Is he getting closer? He's close. I think it's time.
And this is going to be a GG for Dragondarch.
And Dragondarch has found Zelda. GG. Dragondarch has finished with a fairly good time. Let's see what our friend Dragondarch has to say once he enters the championship circle. Try and get him in as soon as we can. And Matrick is still looking for I want to say I'm not sure if he knows where the location of 5 is, but
Ben in 5, he was just ladder blocked, if I remember correctly.
And
we are now joined by Dragondarch.
Congratulations, sir, on first place.
Oh my God! I thought I screwed myself when I didn't search for the recorder and won. I thought he was going to catch me because I had to waste like 5 minutes going back there.
Well, you did a fine job fighting through all kinds of sprite-swapped enemies and flickering buttholes to finally make your way to Zelda.
Flickering buttholes. I am
you guys
curious.
Like that, huh?
Oh, beautiful. I am curious, Dragondarch. What it looked like you were cruising along pretty well. Like for the most part, you got a couple of quick things early, and just started cruising from there. And then you hit 9, and it was like Ganon was real close. And then it looked like you were having problems looking for Zelda. Like she did not want to be found.
My biggest problem was that I was so low on bombs that I didn't want to just bomb every wall, because if I ran out, then I knew that was going to be a big problem. So I was being really conservative with those and just trying to take any paths I could find that didn't require doing bomb walls, and then I realized there weren't any more paths, so it was either take a staircase or start bombing. So I had to search for one, and one of the staircases took me back closer to the beginning, then the other one didn't take me anywhere useful, and then I had that last one that just happened to be the magic staircase.
Yeah, it took you straight to the compass.
I'm also curious, for most of the run, you seem to be moving at a fairly consistent clip. Like, a lot of your decisions were very, I know what I'm doing, where I'm going, and it seemed like as soon as you killed Ganon, it seemed like you kind of went very, like you said, conservative, but just in terms of everything. You were being very, I don't know, it was like the pace slowed down, you weren't sure of a lot of things. Was it just... What happened there exactly? It seemed kind of odd that you were moving at one pace and then you just kind of almost abruptly changed paces every time you'd walk into a room. You'd almost stop and almost like something was off.
A lot of what I was trying to do was just evaluate what the room looked like, evaluate what my situation was, because I only had white sword, I only had 9 hearts, and I had to burn a potion not too far in, so it's like I had to just gauge what my situation was and where I needed to go from there, look at what doors were available. And at that point, I mean, we're over the hour mark. I knew I knew that this could end up being a very close race. So being past the hour mark, I knew Matt could be like right on my heels. So it kind of, nerves kind of started getting to me a little bit. I think that was what a lot of it was.
Right
We have Matrick fighting Ganon now. He found Ganon really quick in 9.
Yeah, he
You better use a potion.
He's running. Oh, wow.
Does he not have a potion? Okay,
He does. He's drinking the blue Kool-Aid. Also, I'm curious, Dragondarch, what did you say or what went through your mind when you saw that the red Kool-Aid was less than the blue Kool-Aid?
I can't believe that happened because I've only ever seen it happen once, and it happened to Matt.
You ready to hear something
His
crazy,
highlight.
Dark? I called that at the beginning of the race.
He did. Scavenger called that instantly. I mean, and
in the first 10 minutes of the race, I was like, this is going to be one of those weird seeds that have a cheaper red potion than blue.
Yep, and sure enough, as soon as he saw it, we just started laughing. Like, yeah. I am curious about one thing, though. What happened in that blue Wizrobe room right before you went down the secret staircase? I mean, they were playing defense like, I mean, you even were inside the square, and they just basically said, get out.
Yeah, they were playing really good defense. 6 blue Wizrobes in a diamond staircase is probably one of the hardest to try and do a block clip to get into the inside without them pushing you out.
And it seemed like you'd move one side, they would follow, you'd move the other, trying to get in, and it was almost like they had probably, I mean, that was incredibly, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was butt clenching, because, I mean, it's like you die there, and, I mean, you're already low on BAMs, you end up in a terrible situation. I mean, wow, that had to have been quite nerve-wracking, because once you ran out of blue potion, I bet you were going, uh-oh, this could turn ugly real quick, like you had said earlier, that Matt could come back at any moment.
Oh, yeah. I knew... it's like, at that point, I didn't really have any other options for staircases, so it's like, I gotta take this one. These guys are blocking me, and my choices are either kill them, which is gonna take a while, because that's 5 stabs per.
Matrick just finished.
I just get that blue... Oh, hey, he did. 117.
Matrick is just finished, yes.
I lost because it took me 26 minutes to find a sword.
That was my first question I wanted to ask you, Matrick, was what... Wow.
That's what lost it for me. I didn't find the wood sword till about 48 minutes or so.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say, what I don't know if you had the option, but it looked like you went for an early heart over the candle.
I bought the candle.
But that's what I was gonna say. It seemed like you had a slight advantage, and then it seemed like, from our perspective, it just went away. Like, what did you see? You know, what was going through your mind during that race for the first 25 minutes, obviously?
Well, I wasted a bunch of time in 4 because it had a really easy set, so I went through it with bombs and everything, and I got into the room where the item was, and I missed 3 bombs on the stupid blue gorillas and ran out of bombs and was like, well, I can't do the dungeon now. So I just left and had to come back. But I probably spent, I don't know, 6 minutes in there. So then once I did, then it's like, okay, well, now I need to go and try to find the sword. Well, I ended up finding the white sword first, and because I had 2 hearts, I'm guessing it was 5 hearts, I don't know, but I got it at 5 hearts, and that's when I started going through dungeons at that point. But that was, like I said, that was about actually about 24 minutes or so, 23 minutes.
I was gonna say it was quite a difference.
I think I found the white sword at about the same time you found the wood sword.
That is correct. It was quite a difference.
And then here's the other stupid thing I did. I found level 6 really early, and I had it marked on my map as a question mark. And so then I went, like, once I had found 8, you know, and I was like, okay, I need to find 6, and then I need to go back to 5 because I was ladder blocked the first time. So I'm, like, going around the world. I'm pushing every, you know, power bracelet spot. I'm bombing the couple of caves I missed, and then it hit me. I went, oh, you moron, you found it early. So that cost me time too, because I probably spent 5 minutes, wandering around. So it's all right. I mean,
there was a decided difference. The route in general, like it clearly there was a difference. I mean,
I went the way I did because I had bombs and a candle early, so I just deviated. I went along. I was kind of following the same route originally, and then once I started, bombing caves and going through bushes, then I stopped. Like I just started getting everything as I covered the map. And I figured I'm gonna find it eventually. I went to the northeast. I went over to the to Death Mountain. I ladder wrapped. I went across. I was like, oh come on, dude, find the white sword. And then, like I said, I didn't find the wood sword till after I'd already cleared 3, cleared 4, and then head all the way up through the grave and everything. So I found it at, let's see here. I found the wood sword at 36 minutes.
It was a massive disadvantage for you. Quite early, you were clearly offensively limited. And from our perspective, Dragondarch had quite a few tools and utilities to really move through areas. So that also really played a huge part. I am curious, and I'm asking this to both of you. You two play Zelda Randomizer quite a bit. I've been in your, kind of heard your conversations about, trolley seeds. I want to hear your perspective. How, on a scale of 1 to troll that, from what you guys have played, how trolly was this seed?
It wasn't that bad.
I think the trolliest thing in this seed was, or the 2 trolliest things were Zelda's location and the amount of crap that was ladder blocked, and the ladder being in it.
Yeah, and then the other trolley thing was you get the hint for level 1 in level 8, and you're required to get the item from level 1 to get into level 8 to get the hint to tell you where level 1 was. I walked into that room and went, great hint, game. Thumbs up on that one.
Did you buy any hints, Matt?
I bought 1, and it was completely useless.
I bought 5, and I knew the recorder was in 1. So I was banking. I went into 1, I got the silver arrows, and I knew the other one was the recorder, so I just was banking on not needing the recorder. So I just left, and I was 1 room away. Like, I found the compass, and I was 1 room away from getting the recorder, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to get the Triforce and get out of here. Recorder's probably not required. Walk over to 6, required.
Well, see, I hadn't gone to the raft spots yet. So when I knew it was by a lake, I went, okay, it's either under the lake at 7, or it's on the island of 4. And of course, I went to the raft spot first because it was closer to where I up-A'd. And I went, oh, damn it.
I didn't find the raft.
I am curious. You said that you deviated a little bit from your normal route that you take, correct, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. One thing that was very apparent was Dragondarch found a lot of levels early compared to you. I mean, he was like, he'd walk into one, there was another one. You seem to be...
All the levels were on the left side of the map.
That's
so I went over to the right and everything. The only one I found was 6, which I forgot about till the very end.
And what I'm curious about is, does your usual, and this is just for idle curiosity, is your route much closer to Dragondarch's, or do you have one that's a little bit different? Because you said you deviated. I'm curious how much of a deviation.
I deviated because so what I normally do is I head over, to the Armos, and I head over and I check out 3, and then I up-A back. And normally I go up to 1, and from 1 I head up to the northeast corner, checking the spot right by the push block lake, that open cave there, and then I head up to the northeast. Well, this time I decided I'm going to burn every bush and bomb every cave and every single possible thing on the way up there. And that's where I really started to deviate, was pretty early, and it's only because I had a candle. I fell into the trap of, hey, you've got a candle, burn everything.
I think the biggest advantage I had is that my route, Matt and I do the same thing right off the bat. We go up to that we go up to that Armo statue to begin with, and then from there I up-A. I don't go down and check level 3. I'll up-A, go up and if I have a candle, I'll burn candle row, hit level 1, and then I head over to the Armo statue north of
the one screen right from the push block warp zone.
Exactly. I normally head over there, but I deviated from that because I'd already found the Armos item, which I'm sure Matt did right off the bat too.
Yeah.
And so I ended up doing the northeast, and then because I didn't find the sword, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna head over to the Dead Woods, and I'll work my way up to the grave. And that's when I found the sword, and the first level I found after that was level 5, which had the wand. So I think that's really where the advantage came from, is just those 2 items very early in the run.
Did you see a Goma or a Gleok in the entire game? Because I didn't see one of either.
No, there were no Gomas that we saw at any point, which was...
I saw plenty of Dig Doggers.
There was a lot of Dig Doggers.
Nor was there a Gleok anywhere.
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking about it at the end. I was like, there were no Gomas and there were no Gleoks. I mean, unless they were somewhere in 6, I didn't go. I didn't see them anywhere. And on level 7,
boss set in 6 anyway, so the Gomas wouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Well, I went through 7, and the reason that I went through 7 and got the raft is because I forgot where 6 was, and I knew that level 5 had I knew that level 5 was ladder blocked. So I was thinking to myself, okay, the raft is gonna have to be in 7 because I couldn't get to either of the raft spots. I didn't check 6, and in my mind, I'm thinking it's got to be on one of the raft spots, and that's what I did. So I went through 7. Found the Triforce, then found the item. And so then I went out and I immediately checked the raft spot, and then I thought, okay, well, it's by a lake. Then I went to 8 right after that. So that's why I had the raft. Because I just didn't realize where 6 was, and it just threw me all off.
Yeah, 8 was the last dungeon I found, and I just got lucky that the ladder was in there. One of the hints did tell me the second item in 8 was the book, so I knew not to search for the second item.
That's the one hint I bought, I'm pretty sure. It was an 11 rupee hint, and it was like, Gleok returns with the book, and I'm like, perfect, don't need to look for that.
The freaking secrets in this seed were so high, too.
Yes, that was one of the other differences, was that secrets were quite expensive, and Magic Kool-Aid was, well, not.
Kool-Aid prices.
That's the second time I've ever seen the red potion be cheaper than the blue.
And Matrick, you weren't here for it, but Scavenger 10 minutes in said, watch the red Kool-Aid be cheaper than the blue Kool-Aid. And as soon as we saw it, it was spot on, the best thing I've ever heard. So, guys, I'm going to send you guys over to the other tournament. Right before we leave, though, Matrick, any words for your adoring fans out there now that you've gracefully exited the tournament against Dragondarch?
That'd be a negative. Hey, make us proud, dude.
I got one thing to say. Thanks, Ashley, for cheering me on.
Oh, savage.
Dude, she has been begging for me to get out of this thing so that I stop playing Zelda so much.
Good job, Dragondarch. You made Matrick's wife proud. So, with that, guys, I'm going to send you over